Hey everybody, it's TJR. Just want to take a little break here and give you some updates and share some of my thoughts on ideas I have for the channel, where I think I might be going, and how I'm doing on the Sgt. Pepper in-depth analysis. And I'd like to get your feedback. Now, first of all, I just want to thank everybody for your response to part 1 of the Sgt. Pepper in-depth analysis, and also for your responses to the other videos I made during the month of June, which I christened as Beatles Month, talking about the Super Deluxe Edition, talking about other Beatle-related aspects. I still have a lot more Beatle-related video ideas that I never got to get into, so even though I guess Sgt. Pepper or Beatles Month is officially over, there's going to be more Beatle-related videos definitely coming up. I am, of course, working on the continuation of the Sgt. Pepper in-depth analysis, but I do have other Beatle-related videos that I want to do, and I am going to do, and they are going to be on this channel. A lot of people have said, well, why don't you just work on part 2 and just do that and get it all done and don't do any of these other videos? To be honest, if I did that, what would happen is you would see like whole months go by with absolutely no content from me. Not doing other videos would make the process any faster. In fact, it might even make it take longer. When I'm working on my own music recordings, I'm so close to the forest, to the trees. I have no producer working with me, no editor, and I'll record something and I'll listen to it and I have to walk away from it and do something else. Maybe come back 24 hours later, listen to it again with new ears, because I'll be overly critical. I'll say, oh, that's no good. Erase it. Just do it all over again. I've learned this lesson from recording music that I just can't do it that way. And the same thing with making these videos. You're so close to the forest, to the trees. There's no editor. There's no producer. It's just me. And I will work on it for a while, and then I have to take a break. I have to work on something different. So this is just part of the process, and I appreciate, your patience with that. So at this point, not only is the Sgt. Pepper in-depth analysis an ongoing part of this channel, but so will other Beatle-related videos that I really, really want to do and really want to share with you. So here are a few other music-related video ideas that I am thinking that I'd like to do. A while back, I did a video called CD versus Vinyl, where I just discussed in general the idea of CD versus vinyl, which is better, which isn't. And in that video, I brought up a number of different examples where I heard both the CD, I heard the vinyl, and in some cases I thought the vinyl sounded better, in some cases I thought the CD sounded better, in some cases I thought there was no difference. And I was thinking that from time to time, I might do a series of this, where from time to time, if I get to hear both the CD and vinyl version of a particular album, I'm going to do a video on that, and it's going to be a CD versus vinyl, dealing with just that one album, where I'm just going to, in brief, discuss what I thought about the two and what my comparison is for that particular album. By the way, a lot of people have asked me, have you listened to the vinyl release of the 50th anniversary Giles Martin remix of Sgt. Pepper? Are you going to review that? And the answer is yes. I have gotten the vinyl version. I have been listening to it. I am going to review it. Stay tuned for that. In fact, maybe that will be the first vinyl versus CD entry that I do. I have another idea for what I'm going to refer to as a versus video, which would be a artist versus artist series. Now, what this would be about is, back when I was doing the comparison videos, like with the lawsuits between Led Zeppelin and Spirit, the song Photograph by Ed Sheeran and the song Amazing by Matt Cardle, where I talked about these songs when there were lawsuits going on and I talked about the differences and that sort of thing. A lot of people would write me and say, what do you think about the differences between this song and that song and this song and this other song? And I got a lot of those, and I thought, well, there's no lawsuits going on, so I thought at the time that maybe it was irrelevant to talk about it that much. I'm reconsidering that now and thinking that it might just be a fun thing to do, to talk about different songs where there are a lot of interesting similarities between how they're composed, how they're written, and how they're different as well. And I thought this might be an interesting thing. These will not be like really in-depth videos, but just kind of broad overviews. I think they'd just be fun videos to make and fun videos for you to watch. So let me know what you think of that. A couple other updates I want to do. A while back, I did some videos under the series title of Lost Movie Treasures, and I realized that a lot of people out there are saying, hey, we really like it more when you talk about music, but a lot of people did like the movie videos, and I do want to keep talking about them. I have not forgotten about that series. I do like championing films that maybe no one's heard of or not enough people have heard of or have been somehow got lost in the shuffle or lost, to time. I do like talking about those and sharing that, just like I like to do it with music too. And I do have ideas to talk about things like lost classic albums as well. I was also from time to time doing reviews under the heading of music movies. These would be movies that were either documentaries about music or about music artists, but also just fictional films where music was kind of the central key focus and aspect of the film. I do like talking about these movies. I do want to talk about them more in the future. I do plan on doing that more. Also, the last time I did one of these updates, I had an idea where I wanted to do videos that were about the actual dreams that I have when I sleep. I've kept dream journals of my dreams. They are sometimes tremendously outrageous. Sometimes they're horrifically frightening. Sometimes they're hysterically funny. They're very bizarre and unusual. People have often told me that I should put those dreams in a book or put them on film. Many people were very supportive and said, hey, I think I'd like to watch these videos. Some people said, please stick to music. I do still want to make these videos, but I'll be honest, I don't think I'm ready to do them yet. I don't think I'm good enough at making videos to really do these videos justice yet. I think I really need to learn a little bit more about how to do animation and animatics in video. And until that time, I'm going to hold off on that project for the time being. I know some people weren't too keen on this idea, but now that you've heard that I actually did have a dream where I saw the sequel to Yellow Submarine in one of my dreams, maybe you're a bit more interested now. But it is true, I did actually have a dream where I was in a theater and I watched the sequel to Yellow Submarine, and it was entitled Pepperland. And hopefully someday I can talk about that in more detail. Anyways, these are some of the ideas floating around in my head. These are some of the directions I'm thinking of going in. I would really appreciate your feedback, of course, as always. And I've been appreciating everybody's feedback on all of this throughout this last month. It's just been tremendous, your feedback, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Of course, I also need your support too. And every time you watch the video, you're helping me out. Every time you click like, you're showing your support. You're really helping me to keep making more. Every time you share the videos on your social media, every time you encourage other people to watch the videos and to subscribe to the channel, you are helping to show your support. And these things may not seem like much to you, you may not think about them, but every little bit helps me to grow this channel, and it helps me to be able to devote more time to making more videos. So everything you can do to help is greatly appreciated. So please, watch the videos, click like, leave a comment, share on your social media, and encourage others to watch and to subscribe. Thank you, everybody. Got to get back to work, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.